Hey y'all, Brandon Hewitt here with Be Random Fishing. It's been a while since I did a video like this, so I'm gonna go over all of the equipment that I used to film a fishing YouTube video. And I just bought something new, so you guys get a good unboxing also. This is Ulanzi's version of the Gorilla Pod. So this is like a small tripod that I can put my big camera on, and the arms are supposed to be really flexible, so I'll be able to attach it to a tree or to a post, you know, something like that, so I can get some awesome cinematic stuff. Fold up this knife before I stab myself. It says it's the vlogger's choice, always right choice. Here we go. You guys will notice that most of the stuff that I have is Ulanzi. Just for the price point and what you get for the money, it's good stuff. So this is awesome. Look at this. Tighten that up. Stays nice and tight. 1/4-20. And then these arms bend. You can wrap them around stuff and set it up however you want, you know, to put the camera on top. It's got a little 1/4-20 screw hole right there. It's got a 360-degree cold shoe to mount accessories like my Ulanzi light will mount right there like that. And then, bing! Be able to film myself, turn the light on. It's pretty cool. So this is just one more awesome tool in the arsenal. I also have this fluid head from Avella. So I don't know if you guys watched that football video I made of my son, but I used this with that camera, and the fluid head is really neat because it moves real smooth. So I could be filming and it's like a monopod and I can be real smooth with the actions. It's really neat. And it helps me with Pinocchio because I can actually unscrew this head. See that? It's got a 3/8" screw. And then I just put the head right on Pinocchio. This is where the brains are. I've got the DJI mini drone. I got rid of my Spark just because the flight time was only like 12 minutes. So this thing gets me a lot more flight time, even though I only have one battery. The only thing bad about this is it's not the Pro. So I lost the ability to like follow me. It doesn't follow me like my Spark did. It's really sad that they didn't just put that in as a software upgrade. It's kind of crazy. Definitely should have got the Pro. But it came with this awesome controller, so I don't have to use my phone to connect to the drone, because I almost lost that Spark once. It lost connection and it was landing like way over there. I paddled over there real quick and I was able to get it before it hit the water, but it was kind of spooky. And then I have a Gobi ND filter for the main camera. I'm recording right now with that Sony little video recorder, the sound recorder that I have. I love that thing. It makes the audio for the channel super crisp. I love it. I even use it in the studio. I don't even use the big mic on the big camera because this sounds so much better. Got a GoPro Hero 8 and a GoPro Hero 10. And then like 3 or 4 batteries for each. I've been using the 8 for underwater footage and then usually just using the 10 to film everything. The only thing bad about GoPro is if it's hot outside, I can only record in 1080p because they'll overheat in like 10 minutes. But if I'm recording in 1080p, they don't overheat. And then my homemade hat to hold the GoPro. And then I have the tripod that I use for the studio. I tried to use that monopod, but it's not stable enough. It's kind of wobbly and it makes you kind of dizzy when you watch the videos. So I have to use like a real tripod. Just a little Ulanzi and an Ultrapod. This thing folds out like this. It's real compact. It helps me record with my phone, like in the heat of the moment if I need some B-roll real quick. I like that. And then this Insta360. It's just like a big extendable pod. I actually have an Insta360. I just haven't used it in forever. The file sizes are so huge and it's so hard to edit. So it's so time consuming. I haven't really used it and the quality's not that good. So I don't know. I don't really use the Insta360 anymore. But now for the moment you probably signed in for this video to watch is Pinocchio. All right guys, this is Pinocchio. I named it Pinocchio because it's my cameraman, but it's made out of wood. And just like Pinocchio was made out of wood and always wished to be a real boy, my Pinocchio wishes to be a real cameraman, but he's just made of wood. So what I did is I took some 2x2s and cut them to length, a piece of plywood for the bottom, a dowel rod, because the Hobie Kayak actually has like a hole in the middle of it for like a sail kit, you know, so you can turn this into a sailboat essentially. But it works perfect for this. And then I put an eye bolt right here so I can use this red rope to tie and hold it down. And then I bought this little, it's like a wing nut and little bolt that slides into the Hobie track. This was actually kind of hard to find, so I'll see if I can find the link for this because it was hard for me to find. And then I just kind of put it all together with screws and then painted it black. So let me move the camera and I'll show you guys how I mount this on the kayak. There we go. So this here's that hole that I was telling you about that sail goes into. And then we're just going to put that dowel rod right there. I'm going to remove this nut cap. There we go. So this is that bolt I was telling you about. It fits right into the rail. And then here's the nut that screws on it. So I take the nut and I put it in the rail. Just like that. And then I drilled a hole in this piece of plywood. And it's kind of tight, but it goes in. And then I just put that in there, and then take this nut and screw it on. Awesome, now that's secure. This part here is kind of interesting because I put an eye bolt and then right here is just a little keeper thing that came stock on the kayak. I found this red rope and it's the perfect size. So I take this red rope, I run it through the bottom of that, like so, and then run this through that. See how it just pulls it down? Let me give me some more slack. I actually want this at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. You see that? Now I can pull on this and it pulls it down nice and tight. And then, I don't know the name of this knot. You just go through. Pinch it there. Up and around. Pull that tight like so. That way, if you ever need to when you need to undo the knot, you just pull on this tag end and it comes right off. You can also put the knot down there if you want. But that's it. It's super secure now. And the last, but probably most important piece, I put a 3/8 inch piece of all thread that goes down the middle of this 2x2. You can see right here I kind of screwed up and it came out the side. But that is what I attach the fluid head to. Just screws on. Oh, I can't do this left-handed. Come on. Come on, left hand, work for me. I'm trying to do this and film. Be nice if I was going the right way, right? Righty-tighty. And then you just crank that down, bam. And the fluid head has all these adjustments, so you can move it and make it exactly where you want it to be. So I can point it to the front, I can point it to the side, I can point it right at me when I'm sitting down, and the bokeh looks really, really good. You know that blurry background you get? Oh, it's so nice. And when I'm sitting down, this thing here is so sturdy, and the kayak is so stable, I can actually get up, I'll get the camera off of the mount and then use it to get like really cool cinematic stuff of wildlife. And I don't know, man, I'm just really excited about the future of this channel, and I'm just so blessed. What I envisioned this channel to be like can actually start coming to life. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to fish, learn, repeat, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh man, this is a mess. Oh, I'm gonna have to put all this back. It looks good though, it fits everything I need. This is a Harbor Freight Apache 3800.